Hello my friends and welcome to this new hands-on tutorial on AWS CloudShell. Here we go. First thing first, I'm going to show you the 3 ways to open CloudShell. Let's start with the least practical one. It's to enter CloudShell in the search bar and you click then CloudShell here. Okay, so this will open actually CloudShell in US 1. So let's close this and let's go back to the AWS console because there are much quicker ways to open CloudShell. The first one is this button here. CloudShell, as you can see, let's click it and it will bring CloudShell from the bottom. Okay, and then you can enlarge this or even enlarge this further, just as we saw previously. Okay, so let's close this again, this as well, and the final third way to open CloudShell is, I don't know if you can see it, at the bottom left, CloudShell, which then same will bring it from the bottom, which then you can enlarge this. All right, so here we go. Now let's start doing things in CloudShell. So welcome to AWS CloudShell, which is a browser-based shell that gives you command line access to your AWS resources in the selected AWS region. Indeed, now we just opened a new CloudShell session in, of course, US 1. CloudShell comes pre-installed with popular tools for resource management and creation. By the way, as you can see below, you have 1 GB of storage free included per AWS region, and you have the same credentials as you use to log into the console. And actually, speaking of credentials, I'm going to show you something very interesting. If we enter as a first command line here, AWS S3LS, well, look at what happens if we press enter. CloudShell doesn't prompt us to enter some credentials. And there is a very specific and important reason to know for that, which is that the credentials are applied by AWS in the backend. Whereas, as you will see later, if you use AWS CLI, you will have to enter your credentials. All right, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Then I'd like to show you now that each CloudShell session that you open has what we call a session storage. Indeed, you can store 1 GB of data for free in your CloudShell session storage. And let me show you that to you right away. So first, we're going to create a new text file, which we're going to call readme.txt, and which will just say, hello, my friends, enjoy the cloud. So here we go. The command line to do this is echo, then in quotes, hello, my friends, enjoy the cloud. You close the quotes, then we just add this, and then the name of the file we want to call it, which can be, for example, readme.txt. Okay, now let's press enter. And now if we want to see what we have in our session storage of this new CloudShell session we just opened, well, we just need to enter a simple ls and then press enter. And of course, it will have the readme.txt file that we just created, okay? And now you can even download this file. The way to do it is at the top right in the actions here, and then download file. Then of course you have to specify which file, and to do so you have to enter the file path, which is simply, of course, because we haven't created any folder, directly the name of the file, which is readme.txt. Readme.txt and download, and you will see preparing download. It's now downloading and we will find it wherever we want it to be downloaded in our machine. So I'm going to download it in my desktop, click save here. And if now I go to my desktop, I now have the readme.txt file, which indeed says, hello, my friends, enjoy the cloud. Okay. So there we go. We downloaded this file from our AWS CloudShell session storage. And now, one last thing before we wrap up, I'm going to show you that you can also upload any file you want in your CloudShell session storage. And to do so, once again, you go to the actions here. You click upload file, and then I actually prepared a little file for you to upload. If you are in the CCP course now, you can go to the AWS CCP folder. If you are in the SAA course, you go to the AWS SAA folder, and then in either this one or this one, you go to the IAM folder, and then there we go. We're going to upload this file, data.csv, which is just a simple CSV file containing some data. We're going to click open, and uploading file data.csv. File upload successful. And so now if I do ls again and press enter, we now have 2 files, our data.csv file that we just uploaded, and of course our readme.txt file. Perfect. That's CloudShell in a nutshell. And now if we want to close this session storage, we can go to actions here and click delete. And then to confirm deletion, we can enter delete here, click delete again. There we go, session gone, and therefore its session storage is gone as well. And finally, we can close our CloudShell tab here. And this one as well. All right, that's it for this hands-on tutorial on CloudShell. I look forward to seeing you in the next hands-on tutorial. And until then, enjoy the cloud.